Reports. Okay, at this time, is there anyone in the chambers who would like to address the council on any item that did not appear on this evening's agenda? You'll have 5 minutes.
Jacob Long, 4604 Cardinal Drive. Been a little while since I've been up here talking to y'all. Hope you've had a good time since then. Actually, what I'm going to discuss is about talking about items on the agenda. I actually discussed this, I don't know how many months ago. So I just thought I'd bring it up again. I heard you were looking into it. Thank you, Resnick. So, for example, on public input, at this time, anyone in the council chambers may address the council on matters which are of concern to that person, and here's where I have a problem with, which are not on an agenda item. Please take your place at the microphone, state your name and address clearly. Proceed with your comments, however, no formal action may be taken at this time on your comments because of notice requirements of Iowa open meeting laws. So, I asked, I believe, I want to say, well, we're going to say midsummer, roughly around that time, where the whole which items did not appear on the agenda came from. Because if you look throughout the entire city code, there's nothing. Well, I was told it was Iowa open meeting restrictions and laws, so I contacted the Iowa Public Information Board. They were confused about what I was asking, because no part in there should be restricting citizens from speaking about agenda items. And to further prove this point, there are cities which do allow citizens to talk about agenda items during their public input. So why aren't they getting in trouble? That can't be the reason why citizens are restricted. And if there's nothing in city code, I have to wonder why we're being restricted here. Nothing in city code, nothing in Iowa law. I'm at a loss for words here. I just don't know why. A second point I'd like to make is the public input being at the end of the meeting. I mean, regardless, the length of the meeting should be the same. I would very much like if the citizens could get their voice out there at the beginning of the meeting. That'd be great. I mean, it is kind of discouraging for some citizens to come up here and speak that they don't know how long the meeting is going to last. And sometimes you have great debate up here and discussion on the issues, so that can sometimes drag it out a little, which I appreciate, actually. Discussion is good, but I would really like the citizens to have a chance to get their thoughts out there first for you to consider that when you're voting, especially if they're talking about a broad issue. Maybe they can say something that broadens your view or gives you information you didn't know that you can contribute to an issue later in the agenda. That would be great. So I really would like those two things move. Public input at the beginning, that will require action by city council, but if I'm correct in saying that maybe it was just some sort of mistake when leadership of the city council changed years ago or something like that, that this just happened to stay on the agenda, items which are not on the agenda, if that just, like, can anyone answer me how that got on there? What city code was passed that got on there, or Iowa law that apparently was not referenced earlier when I asked city officials? Okay, I just wanted to curious. So sounds like maybe we don't have an answer right now. It would be great to inform the citizens, because a lot of them do get confused when they come here. They're like, why can't I talk about agenda items? It's my city council. I'm a citizen. I think I should be able to talk about these items in an open and public forum, not just through emails and phone calls or chance meetings at the supermarket. It's a great way to also hold public officials accountable if need be, but it's also a great way to spur discussion as well when you talk about it in public forum, because there are certain things that are hard to communicate through telephone or email, I find sometimes, for a lot of people. Maybe not any of you, maybe not me, maybe not most of the people watching at home, but there are difficulties with some people on that. So I would like these issues addressed, and I would really appreciate it. You guys, I can see you having a great discussion on this topic, and that's about all I have to say on this. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, well, before we adjourn, I just want to wish, on behalf of the City Council, city staff, a wonderful holiday season. Hope everyone stays safe and has a very enjoyable next couple of weeks.
Move to adjourn.
Ms. Sprague, second by Ms. Connors to adjourn. Trish, would you call the roll, please?
Buell.
Aye.
Connors.
Aye.
Jones.
Aye.
Lynch.
Aye.
Resnick.
Aye.
Sutton.
Aye.
Bragg.
Aye.
Motion carries 7-0. We are adjourned.